I put my friend over my pregnant wife, and all hell broke loose. My wife, 28F, and I, 29M, got married last summer. She is currently 7 months pregnant with our first child. She had an appointment with her OB/GYN 2 weeks ago to address some complications with the pregnancy. The doctor wasn't overly concerned and confirmed that both my wife and the baby are healthy. But they did recommend her starting her maternity leave early and taking as much bed rest as possible. A few days after that appointment, my best friend's, Brian, fiancé passed away in a car accident. Brian and I have been friends since we were 3. We lived on the same street growing up. He was a groomsman in my wedding and he asked me to be one for him as well. Their wedding was supposed to be this summer. Brian and I live about an hour away from each other now, so we don't see each other as often, usually only a few times a year on special occasions. But as soon as I got the news about his fiancée, I immediately drove to be with him. I've been juggling helping Brian with everything I can while also taking care of my wife and everything she needs. On top of all that, I'm still working full-time. I've driven to Brian's house a few nights after work just to hang out with him and spent one night there last weekend to help him with some things. His fiancée's funeral is scheduled for next week, so I've been helping him with that as much as I can as well. A couple nights ago I told my wife that I planned on driving down to Brian's one night this week just to hang out and keep him company. This started an argument between us because my wife feels like I am prioritizing Brian too much and neglecting her. She said that she needs me at home to help her because she doesn't want to go against doctor's orders and try to do too much. She told me that her and the baby need to be my number one priority right now, not Brian. I told her that I am trying to juggle everything and I understand she needs my help, but Brian is at the lowest point in his life and I need to be there for him. She told me I don't need to be there for him. I am making a choice to be there for him instead of being at home taking care of her needs. I told her I am just trying to get Brian through the funeral and then I will make sure that I am more attentive to things at home. She told me that Brian has other friends and family that can be there for him and that I'm spending too much time with him. She said that the health of her and the baby should be more important to me than anything else right now, including Brian, and that she needs me at home as much as possible. I told her she was being unreasonable and that I'm not going to abandon my best friend in his darkest days. She's now giving me the silent treatment unless she needs something from me. If I try to talk with her, she will make a comment about me talking to Brian instead since he's more important to me. I understand she's stressed and hormonal, but she's never been this outright mean about anything. Am I wrong here?